Police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Hey, you know we got to talk about these Mahomes rules.
What up, Lo?
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, YouTube? What's good, Raider Nation? Shout out to everybody. I got to give y'all the quick, you know what I'm saying, Raider Twuan Brown Cracker salute. As people are coming in, flowing and growing and doing what they do on this channel, blessings to everybody on today. We definitely got to talk about the topic of discussion, right? Got to talk about these Mahomes rules, right? People going crazy talking about the Mahomes rules. I took the reason why, you know, I'm coming out a little later than normal is because I've been focused on the combine. And stay tuned because I got a live right after this one where we'll be talking about the combine in regards to the Raiders. But we definitely got to talk about these Mahomes rules. Shout out to everybody that's in here in the chat. If you guys have not, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and click the like button. Why? Because I like you, okay? Go ahead and click the like button and join the best chat that YouTube has to offer. And we know that is the congregation. I got to give the congregation, you know what I'm saying, another Raider Twuan Brown Cracker salute. And how do you join this congregation? Subscribe. If you like the Raiders, if you like football, if you like just a good place to come and hear some good football talk, this is where you need to be, and you definitely need to subscribe. Okay? Subscribe. Quit playing with yourself. All right. Let me pull some things up for y'all, because you know I got a little, you know what I'm saying, a little notes, you know what I'm saying. I take my notes. I do my homework, y'all. I do my homework, you know what I'm saying. And please make sure you show me some love by subscribing and clicking the like button. But we definitely got to talk about these Mahomes rules, okay? The Mahomes rules. It's been going crazy. It's been going all over the place talking about these Mahomes rules. And I got some video. You know what I'm saying? I got the receipts. We got to talk about it. So we definitely got to bring up the receipts. And I got the receipts for you. And you know what? I ain't going to take too much longer. Let's get into the first receipt.
You got the Jordan rules, and I'm calling now from now on, as long as I'm here, the Patrick Mahomes rules. So you remember when Jordan was going through it with the Pistons, all those guys in the 80s before he came Michael Jordan and Air Jordan, the Pistons used to whoop his. Anytime he came to the hole, elbows, feeling them, love taps. We touched them. We in the head, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm touching you. So I show those guys Jordan getting his.
So that is our head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, Antonio Pierce, on a podcast And shout out to Maxx Crosby, okay? He's on Maxx Crosby's podcast called The Rush. And he's speaking on Patrick Mahomes and how in which he wants the team to play against the national and the football champs. If you missed it, I'm going to play it again.
You got the Jordan rules, and I'm calling out from now on, as long as I'm here, the Patrick Mahomes rules. So you remember when Jordan was going through it with the Pistons, all those guys in the 80s before he came Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, the Pistons used to whoop his. Anytime he came to the hole, elbows, feeling them, love taps. We touched them. We in the head, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm touching you. So I showed those guys Jordan getting his.
Saying exactly what he wants this team to do. Okay? He referred to it as, and that's respect to Mahomes, he's referring to Mahomes as a Jordan-esque type of player in football, right? As much as we hate Mahomes over here as Raiders, you also got to respect that Mahomes is a solid player. Okay? So, our head coach, AP, is sitting down with his top pass rusher and a leader on this defense and saying, this is our mentality. This was our mentality. And I'll explain to why it was our mentality and what we need to do moving forward. The reason why I say it was our mentality is because what he was talking about was exactly what they did against the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day. Yes, it was getting in his face. It was making sure, like he said, we're touching him, making sure we're in his face mentally, physically, and spiritually, like he said, right? Those are all the things when you started to look back at Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, how we were able to win that game on Christmas. It was that physicality that our coach is talking about on this podcast was the reason why we were able to beat the Chiefs. Okay? So not only did our head coach have something to say, but another coach said something. And let's hear what this coach had to say. And actually, let me give you all a little hint. It's another Raiders coach. Let's hear from him.
That somewhere within the first 5 to 10 plays of the game, the other team's quarterback must go down. And he must go down hard.
Let's play that again.
That somewhere within the first 5 to 10 plays of the game, the other team's quarterback must go down. And he must go down hard.
Do y'all know who that is? Wait, you know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. Wait. Do y'all know who that is? Let me play that one more time because I don't think y'all know who that person is. Some of y'all may know that person, but let me play it one more time.
That somewhere within the first 5 to 10 plays of the game, the other team's quarterback must go down. And he must go down hard.
He said in the first 5 to 10 plays, the quarterback must go down. And not only must he go down, but he must go down hard. The late and the great. I'm feeling this right now. The late and the great Al Davis, the father of the greatest football team in the NFL, which is the Raiders. Come on, let's go. All right, Al Davis. What did he say? The quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. Why? Why did Al Davis say that? Because he realized that in order to defeat a team, you have to attack their leader. And everybody knows the leader of every football team is the quarterback. So if you can smack the quarterback around, rattle the quarterback around, then you have an advantage in the game. Okay? That's why Al Davis said the quarterback must go down. And he must go down hard. Now, let's put some comparisons together. What was so different from Antonio Pierce saying this?
You got the Jordan rules, and I'm calling out from now on, as long as I'm here, the Patrick Mahomes rules. So you remember when Jordan was going through it with the Pistons, all those guys in the 80s before he came Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, the Pistons used to whoop his. Anytime he came to the hole, elbows, feeling them, love taps. We touched them. We in their head, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm touching you. So I showed those guys Jordan getting his.
And Al Davis saying this.
That somewhere within the first 5 to 10 plays of a game, the other team's quarterback must go down. And he must go down hard.
What's the difference? Not a dang thing. They were saying the same thing. You got to go and hit the quarterback. Get physical with the quarterback. Let the quarterback know that today ain't going to be an easy day. And when you do that, you got a better chance of winning the game. I'll bring out another fact. Because you know I keep receipts, y'all. Let's listen to a player. Okay? Let's listen to a player and hear what this player has to say about quarterback. Before we do that, make sure you guys click the like button on this live. If you guys are fans of the Raiders and you like this content, you like what I'm talking, you like this Raider gospel that I'm spitting, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay? But let's get into a player and what a player has to say in regards to the quarterback.
Jack, there's kind of been a lot of talk about Mahomes' weapons and receiving forward. People thinking it's not what it was at other times. How do you assess, the receiving forward and his weapons right now?
We're not worried about him. It's Patrick Mahomes we got to stop. The magician. You stop the magician, then the act is over.
What? Whoa! Wait a minute. Let's play that again.
Jack, there's kind of been a lot of talk about Mahomes' weapons and receiving core. People thinking it's not what it was at other times. How do you assess, the receiving core and his weapons right now?
We're not worried about him. It's Patrick Mahomes. We got to stop. The magician. You stop the magician, then the act is over.
What did Jack Jones say? He said, you got to stop the magician. Who's he talking about? Talking about Patrick Mahomes. He said, if you stop the magician, the show is over. Exactly what AP was talking about. You get to Mahomes, the show is over. Okay? You're hearing it from our head coach. You heard what Al Davis had to say. Okay? And also, you heard what Jack Jones said. And Jack Jones said, the magician. If you hit the magician, if you rattle the magician, the show is over. And I'm trying to pull up this last thing. There we go. So we heard from AP, Coach AP. Let me put respect on his name. And then we also heard from the greatest to ever do it, which is Al Davis. And we also got Jack Jones. Okay? The Mahomes rules. Let me pull this up here. If you guys have not, make sure you guys click the like button. You know what? I think it's time for us to look around the league. There was a head coach that had some choice words in his introductory press conference. There was that went out on the podium and had this to say.
This team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing. All right. That's going to be the mentality.
Yeah, that's right. Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions at his introductory presser had that to say. Let's play it again.
This team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing. All right. That's going to be the mentality.
So Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Detroit Lions, said that that's how he wants his team to play. And that's how he was going to have his team before this season started playing. Where did that lead this team? A team that was at the bottom not too long ago. Dan Campbell's intensity and the way that he coached led the Detroit Lions to the playoffs with that intensity of knocking and biting kneecaps and I can't even say everything that he was saying in his formal presser. But Dan Campbell saying this.
This team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing. All right. That's going to be the mentality.
All I'm saying is if Dan Campbell can say that, then I can accept this.
You got the Jordan rules, and I'm calling now from now on, as long as I'm here, the Patrick Mahomes rules. So you remember when Jordan was going through it with the Pistons, all those guys in the 80s before he came Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, the Pistons used to whoop his. Anytime he came to the hole, elbows, feeling them, love taps. We touched them. We in the head, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm touching you. So I showed those guys Jordan getting his.
Again, if I can accept Dan Campbell saying what he said in his formal presser, I can accept what head coach Antonio Pierce is saying in a podcast. Simple as that. The comparison, and let's talk about the comparison. Things to note. Things to note is that Dan Campbell is an NFL head coach. Coach AP is an NFL head coach. Dan Campbell was a tight end, a former tight end in the NFL. Dan Campbell was a former tight end in the NFL. Coach Antonio Pierce was a linebacker in the NFL. With that being said, you have Dan Campbell saying informal and casual things in a formal setting, which was his introductory press conference, versus a head coach in a casual setting having casual conversation. The question is, who do you think was right? And I understand that you guys are talking about, I'm worried about, the refs. I'm worried about, the rules and now the refs are going to be really looking at us and worried about us in regards to the Raiders. But guess what? We've been doing that. We've been dealing with the refs and calls and all of that. And mind you, let me say this in regards to Antonio Pierce and his statements. His statements were this. Yes, we're going to be physical. Yes, we're going to try to rattle the quarterback. But weren't we also the same team that was clean in penalties? With that same intensity and that same attitude? What we did in the Christmas game against Mahomes, that intensity, that ferociousness, that that, physicality. We did that. And we did it under rules. You know what I like to say? There wasn't much panties on the ground, which means they weren't throwing too many flags at us because of the way in which we play the game. Yes, you can be physical. Yes, you can have that intensity. Yes, we can do everything that Coach AP is telling us to do on the field and still play a clean game. But let me say this, that there was another linebacker with the Raiders. Because I gotta lead it back to the Raiders. Okay. A leader of his defense. Super Bowl champion. Had this to say about how the Raiders should conduct themselves.
Raider rule number 1, cheating is encouraged. Raider rule number 2, see rule number 1.
Raider rule number 1, cheating is encouraged. Raider rule number 2, go ahead and go see number 1. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying we about to out there, cheating it and cheating it all the way. But Matt Millen, shout out to Matt Millen, blessings to Matt Millen, was letting us know that there was a level of intensity, a level of ferociousness, a level of the hatred for your opponent in which the Raiders are going to play. Because that is the Raider way. Yeah, I said it. As I give my final thoughts and allow for you guys to have your comments at the end. It is the Raider way. And mind you, from what Coach Antonio Pierce said, all he was doing, in his words, was confirming the same thing that our late and great Al Davis said about the quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And because our head coach, Antonio Pierce, is a leader of men, he led our players to believe that when you stop the magician, the show is over. People, Raider Nation, of course, Coach AP has said this is the Mahomes rules. But you know what? It's the Raider way. And what is the Raider way? Let me remind you what the Raider way is by saying this. The autumn wind is a Raider. Pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you around upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won. That's the Raider way. That is the Raider way. And that is the Raiders rule. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you click the like button. I'm going to look at some of your comments here before we get on out. If you guys got something in regards to the Mahomes rules. Shout out to everybody. Rob Pena's in the building. Al Ghost in the building. Let me give y'all the Raider roll call. Let me do that. Let me give y'all the Raider roll call. Gord Peterson is in the building. Raider Paul, good to see you. El Capitan, blessings to you. Nutty Raider Nate, good to see you, my guy. Lakers in 5. Good win yesterday. D Menace, my guy, good to see you. Shout out to Gord. Good to see you, man. Chad, good to see you. Chad Schrader, good to see you. If you guys have not, make sure you guys click the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Let me go ahead and read your comments here. Rob Penny with the brown crackers. Raiders. I see you, Rob Penny. Nutty Raider Nate said hard. Yes. Hey, and let me say this. We also in the same vein, we've had that same situation where a defensive end had something to say in regards to our quarterback, hitting our quarterback. Same thing, same information. Bosa said that against in regards to Derek Carr, our quarterback. If you get into any quarterback's face, he's going to get rattled. Some more than others, but it's still the same result. Yes, sir. Good to see you, Chad. Al's Ghost said, join the congregation, hit the like. Yes. Why? Because I like you. All right. Hey, you guys. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm about to do another live. You know what I'm saying? I gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? So 2 lives today, but definitely I'm glad I was able to get the Mahomes rules out. Now you guys know my Raider gospel on the Mahomes rules. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this on a replay, definitely let me know your thoughts in regards to the Mahomes rules in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on the Mahomes rules. Did you like what I said? Did you not like what I said? All of that. Put that all down in the comment section. If you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG right there at Twuan, TWUAN. Again, your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put your business out there in the streets. You ain't got to worry about me running around telling everybody about your business. Just let me know what's going on with you so I can be in prayer for what's going on with you in your life. Because I do care about everybody here at Raider Twuan, but also everybody in the Raider Nation. So definitely reach out to me so that I can be in prayer for whatever it is that you're in prayer for. Okay? And be an organ donor. Please be an organ donor. That's going to be always in the description of all my videos. So go look down in the link of the description. You'll find the description, the link on how to be an organ donor. Also, hit the like button.
You fucking cold.
Let me look in the camera, do it. Hey, you guys go ahead and hit them likes. Why? Because I like you. All right, you clip that one right.
Hey, quit playing with yourself. Shout out to Lunatic. Quit playing with yourself. Subscribe. Remember, you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go. Raiders.
What up, low?
most of all, winning football games. Today is a day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Madden, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John can pursue his dreams. To Michael Dwight and a tribute to Patrick Mahomes and Al Jacobs, who declared that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.